Welcome to Excel Made Easy. Today we are going to learn how to create an automated invoice template. So this is how the template is going to look like. So you can see the interface of the template. Everything is automated. Yeah. So this is how the invoice is going to be like. When you issue a print out, Ctrl+P, this is how the print preview will be like. So if you want to learn how to create this template, follow the video from the start to the end. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Now, we are going to begin by designing the template of our invoice. Then later on, then we put in the automated formulas, then we are good to go. So stay tuned and watch the process step by step. Now, you know that for an invoice, it will be on just a page. So I just need some line breaks to depict the measurement of one page. So I can just press Ctrl+P, that's for the print. Then once I press Ctrl+P, and that's the shortcut for printing. That's Ctrl+P. So when I press Ctrl+P, you realize that there's a print preview that comes back here. So you can just go back. Then you realize that you see these lines. Now this line shows the borders to one page. So this is what we mean by a page. So that when we are creating the template, it should be within one page. When the crosses, it goes to another page. I'm going to create a template within this page. So let's start by creating, let's edit them. Let's decrease the height of this cell and let's highlight it and put in some colors. So I prefer blue black here. Then I also need an inscription for invoice. I can search for, you can come here and search for text box. Yeah, so text box, you can see mine already there, but search for text box. Then you can draw our text box. Let's say somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here. Let me write invoice in capital letters, invoice. Now let's edit the text. Ctrl+B. I can change this. I always prefer, I can use area black since it's the heading, and I can increase the size. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll try and take the blue black color also. Yeah. So this is my invoice. Now I can see there's a line around it. So I want to take off that line. I don't want the line to be visible. So I'll just click on it. And you can come to the side shape format. Then you move to shape outline. So you go to no outline, whereas the line goes off. Then we are good to go. But I can even see the color. So I'll have to also take off the shape fill also. Let me do it no fill. Okay, I think we are good to go. So let me just drag it here. Small. I can increase the width and the size of it. And increase it to 18. I think 18 should be fine. Yeah. So I think that is for this side also. So that'll be my invoice at this side. Then I can also create some small, let's say line or a shape. So you can just watch what I'm doing. So then take a rectangle. That's a small one. Yeah. That's a small one should be enough. The size. Then let me also edit the shape outline. I think I need a color. So shape fill, I'll take the blue black. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Let's decrease the size more. I just place it by it. All for aesthetic sake. So, okay, so I think this, I have my invoice text here. Then also the company's name, the company's logo. So if you want to insert your logo, come to the insert. I'll go to pictures, place over cells. Then you click on this device. I'll going straight to my device. Going to select my logo. This is my logo. I insert, and it comes here. So I can decrease the width here, or I can even decrease it manually, or I can just decrease the width here. I can just write, maybe let's say 5 centimeters. Then we are good to go. So I'll try and place my logo at the top here. Yeah, at the top here should be fine. So Excel made easy. So this is my logo. So how big you want your logo to be, it's up to you now, but I believe this is fine for me. Yeah, so that's still on the aesthetics. As time goes on, I'll teach you how to take off these faint lines that you are seeing there, but I want us to finish with everything, then that will be the last thing we take off. So next, now the name of the company. So I like using insert text boxes. So come and search here. I already have my text box here. I'll draw my text box. That's where the name of the company will be. So Excel made easy. So Excel made easy. Easy limited. And you can just format it, apply some formatting, choose area black, increase the size a little bit. Yeah, so I think Excel made easy. I don't need border lines and shape outline, so I'll just take the shape outline, no outline. I'll also take the shape fill off. I don't need any shape fill, so no fill. Okay, so I think that's fine. So Excel made easy. Let me shift it to the top small. I can increase the size also. I think that's it. Yeah. So once I'm done with this thing, now the company's information. Yeah. So the company's let's say the company's contact, the company's email, the company's motto, the company's website. So that one I'll put it here. So I'll try and highlight or merge this cell. When I talk about merging a cell, combining cells together, so I can fit an information. So I'll combine these two cells together. I'll combine this together. I'll combine this also together for so the first one will be for my contacts, and the second one will be for, let's say, the email. Third one can also be for, let's say, location. Then I can also do some for, let's say, a website. Yeah. So these are where the information will be put inside. Then also a description. So let me write the phone number here. At the phone number, make sure you change the format to text. Otherwise, the 0 won't come. So I'll change to text. Then I'll put in number. Put in a number there. Now you can see the number there. I need a description. So somebody could have written, okay, let me write tell for the description of the numbers. But I don't prefer the description. I want an icon to represent this information. So I go to insert icons. You come to the insert tab. Then you move to icons. Make sure you are connected to the internet. So it's now loading. Excel will give you series of icons. Okay. So there are a lot of icons here. So one, I need phone. So let me search for phone icon. So I'll take this. So I've selected one. So you can see insert one. I want more. So I want location also. Location is also fine. location. There are a lot of icons here. I think I'll prefer this. Then I'll also search for, I think I also need website. So website. I'll also take this. Then I've selected 3 now. Then I think I'll need email. Let me add the email to it. Email. So I prefer this rather. So I'm going to insert 4 icons. So I insert the icons, and they are now here now. So I'm going to just try and fix them in the cell. So I'll just take them one by one. This is a telephone. You can see place in a cell. Yeah, so I can place it inside a cell. But I just have to adjust it small. If I want it to fit in the cell, I just put on the cell and press this one, place in cell. You can see it has gone to this cell, but I don't want it there. So let me just take it off. I don't like placing in cells at all. So you see what has given me. Yeah, so let me send it back. Okay, let me send the name back again. I'll try and place it manually though. So the telecom, let me search for it again once again. So make sure when you're selecting an icon, so okay. So let me go back to the phone. Okay, let me place it inside manually. Let me select and insert it. Okay, so I'm going to place it inside manually. Let me adjust the width of the cell. So, okay, so I just place it manually. Something so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna place it inside the cell now. Oh, okay. I think let me leave it like this. Okay. Then the email. After telephone, let me move to the email also. I also adjust the size also to fit inside the cell. Yeah, I think so. You just take your time and do it so I can get the accuracy that I want. Okay, I think that's fine. Then that'll be for the email. And then for the website also, I'll also minimize it to I'll just place it here. So that's how the Excel icon is. So there are a lot of icons you can search to describe your information. Then that's fine. Then the last one will be the location. So I'm going to input the location also there. Then you are good to go. So I'll put my data now here. So my email, let's say xmedz@gmail.com. Then let's say my website will be here, www.xmedez.com. Then my location, let's say Accra, Ghana. I think you are good to go. If you want to take up this link, right click on the email, then just check on remove hyperlinks so that the link leaves there. Okay, I think this is fine now. So we are now, let me extend this thing. Okay. I think we are now done with the general information of the company. Now, let's now apply or input the invoice number and the invoice date also. So I think we place it somewhere here. So I'm going to put it here. So invoice number. So invoice number. Then invoice date. Invoice number, invoice date. Let me merge these two cells because that's what the information will be. So I merge the invoice number and the invoice date also. Then we'll move to where the invoice is going to which company. So bill to. Okay, so bill to, let me create the heading here. Let me merge this cell. Then select bill to. So bill to. So bill to. I can just add in some formatting also. Okay. So what am I building it to? So one, I'll need the company's name also. So company's name. So the company's name. And let's say I also need the company's telephone. I think, and let's say company's address. I think that's fine. So the company's name and the company's address. Now let's merge these three cells. That's where the information will be in. So you can just merge one cell and format. So now it's time to create the other details, whereby we'll have the description, the item, and so on and so forth. So let's create our other details here. So I'll try and this will be my heading. So I'll merge all the cells as one. Then I'll write other details. I can also format it, control bold the text using Control B, then apply some formatting. Yeah, I prefer area also, or even area black. So once you are done, I think we will need 4 columns or 5 columns rather for our information. So we will need one for item, also another one for description, quantity, unit price, and the total price. So for the item, I'll just merge these two cells. Let me use this one. I'll just merge these two cells. And I'll just put in item there. Then for description normally is a little bit lengthy, so let me merge these 4 cells as description. And I'll just name it description. Then we'll need our quantity also. Then our unit price. Then we also need the total. Yeah, so I think this is fine. Then we also apply some formatting to this also. So any formatting of your choosing, It's fine. So once you are done, then let's add some border lines so that where the information will be. I think the item, let me format all this. Can format all this side. I think for the we need like let's say at most 10 sides. So I'll just format it and just merging all the cells together for the item section. How many cells so far? Let's do another one also. Okay. Then we'll also do for the description. Merge, format the settings, and so on and so forth. So these are just merging the cells together so that you can get ample space to type the description inside. Yeah. For quantity, the cell is okay, unit price, cell is okay, total price, cell is okay. Okay. Then, so let's now add border lines to this area where we'll be putting the information. So I need border lines around it. So I'll just come to this side, the borders, then go to all borders. So I can get a border line for it. Then let's create this side for our calculation also. Let's put some border lines here. And this will be the subtotal. This will be the tax. 20%. Then discount, if any. And this will be the total that the customer will be paying at the end. We'll put in formulas to do that. Then now let's move to the payment method. So maybe you want them to pay to a bank. So let's put the payment method here. So I can merge this cell and just put payment method. Let's say maybe assuming they are supposed to pay to a bank. So the bank will be here. The description for the bank will be here. An account number. And also maybe account holder. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is fine. So let me merge these cells also. So I will put the information inside. Merge these cells. Merge these cells. So if it's Access Bank, put in the Access Bank account number. Then let's say account holder may be Mr. Frimpong. Yeah, so I think this will be fine. Also bank. Then you can also create another one, let's say for Momo. So mobile money also. Mobile money. And you can put in the number here also. So you can put in the mobile money here. Let's say so that will be fine. Format it as text so that the zero becomes visible. Otherwise, you won't see the zero there. So just format it as text. Yeah. If you also use PayPal or PayPal too, you can put the description there. Then you are good to go. So this will be the payment method of the company. Okay, so let me just align this to the left. Then copy this. I will need this also. So I'll just Control C, copy and paste. So I attach it close to the payment method. Yeah, something like this. Okay, I think that will be fine. Yeah. So we're almost done. It's left with the terms and conditions where the person will sign, put in the formulas, and we are good to go. So now let's move to the terms and conditions. So if you prefer some terms and conditions also, you can put it here. So we just write terms and conditions. Then I'll copy and paste this one and also put it here. Then I'll align the text to the left. Okay. So whatever terms and conditions that you have, you can type them at this side. So now let's do for the signature also. For the signature can be somewhere here. So when it's here, I will just I can merge this cell. So that's where the signature might be or will be. Then this side also I'll merge it. That's where the name of maybe the accounting manager will be. So let's say the name of the Mr. Frimpong. Yeah. Then I'll put the title also here. The manager. Yeah, good to go. Then put this thing. Yeah. Then I want a borderline at the top of this cell. So I'll come to this side and select top border. So you see a line at the top like this. So we can insert the signature there. Then because we started with the heading at the top, let's do some beneath it. So this is the end of the page. So you can do something like this and end it with it. Yeah. This thing has gone. Yeah. And this is fine. If you can put your motto here, so you can merge this cell as one. You can put your motto here, or maybe thank you for doing business with us. If I want to put my motto there, Excel, with Excel, everything is possible. That's our motto. Everything is possible. Yeah. So I'll just change the text to white. So you see it's clear now. Or you can put thank you for doing business with us there. Any description that you of your choosing, you can put it there. Now, what I want us to do now is put in the formulas. So the invoice date will be the current date. So I'm going to use the function called today. So it's equal to today. So the today function gives you the current date. So you just press close the parentheses and you are good to go. So this is the current date. If you want it in long date, you can come to this side and change it to long date and realize that you get it as long date. So currently, as I'm doing this video, it's 5th June 2026. Remember that it will give you the date on your laptop. So if your laptop date is wrong, it will eventually be wrong. So take note of that. So for the invoice date, we are going to use the today function. Then let's move to the unit price. The unit price, adjust the width small. Okay. Alright, so we have the quantity and we have the unit price. So the total for each item will be the quantity, what is here, times, so in Excel, asterisk is for times the unit price. That's what will give you the quantity. Then you you copy the formulas down. Yeah. I remember that the total is always should be in our currency. So you can change the format. So highlight it, come to general, change it to accounting or even currency. Yeah. And you are good to go. Now you see that there's a Ghana CD sign there, even though they are nothing. The dash shows that it's 0. So what if I don't want to see anything there unless I've input numbers there? Do you get it? So I'll show you that after that. So let's do this one also. I think we are good to go here. Now the subtotal will be the sum. We are adding everything. So the sum, we are going to use sum. The sum function, you add to highlight all the cells. So you add everything to give you your total, your subtotal. Then the tax also is 20%. In Ghana, our standard tax rate is 20% on all VAT invoices. So 20%. So we just say 20% times what? The subtotal, which is in I-27, and you are good to go. If there's any discount, you can put the amounts there. Then the total will be the sum of the subtotal plus the tax plus the discount. So that's what the customer will pay or the client will pay. Let's assume my discount, I give them a discount of 1%. So I'll just do 1% times the subtotal and we are good to go. Yeah. So I think we are almost done. Now let's say I did to company XYZ. IZ, the telephone number, company address, let's say Takrade. And you are good to go. Then I want us to also, the invoice, this description, I want to see a white line. So this is what I mean. So just highlight this cell, right click, go to format cells. So you can see border, come to the border. Sometimes it will be on number. So come to border. Then you see, I want this the right side. So this side, yes. Click, make sure there's a line here. That's the line of the cell. That's the right hand side of the cell. Then come to color. Then change it to white. Once you are done, click on the cell. Currently, you can see it's black, so click on it, and it now becomes white. Then press OK. So you can see a difference. So you can differentiate the item and the description column. So I can also do that for, I think when I format the cell, it should apply. No, okay, I think this one, because of the merging on the cell. So I think I can apply this one for this. Oh, let me do it one by one though. So let me format the cell. I'll just go to border, select only this side, take this one off, choose white, click on it again, then you are good to go. Do for this one also, format cells. Yeah, I think it's still white, it's already white, so let me take this one off, so you can see it here. Yeah, so then we are good to go. I think there's last one for this. Select this one, take this one off. The color is white, so I press OK, and we are good to go. Okay, so now let's put in some description and let's see how it pans out. So let's say the item, the person bought a laptop, the person bought a phone, and the person bought, let's see, a book. Yeah. So the laptop, let's say the description can be a Lenovo laptop or MacBook. So let's say MacBook. And the phone, the description, let's say iPhone 17 Pro Max. And the book, let's say the person bought Best Brain. So let's say the person bought 2 laptop, 3 phones, and 10 books. And the unit price, so each laptop costs, so let's imagine each laptop costs 10,000. Then the unit price for the phone, let's say 5,000. And the book, let's say 250. Yeah. The main reason why you are seeing the hashtag is because, you see, when I highlight, you can see the amounts there. Because the cell is too small to contain the amount. So you can expand the cell, though we have to be adjusting the cell. You see, it has come outside the line, so we'll have to adjust the cell. So I'll double click, yes. So we'll be adjusting the cell so that it fits within this range of line. Yeah. So we'll do that. And the unit price also should be in Ghana city, so highlight it. Then change it to its accounting. So you can see that one too. You can adjust the cell here. Now double clicking. Yeah. Then we are good to go. Okay. I think that is it. So you can see that the subtotal has been calculated, 37,500. The tax, 20% of it. The discounts, I use 1% of it. And the subtotal, so this is what the customer will pay. It's now automated now. And also, maybe the invoice number to maybe INV001 for the invoice number. Let me align it to the left. Let me align the date also to the left. And also the numbers, let me align it in the middle. So let me highlight that place. Let me align it in the middle. Also, let me align to the left. Yeah, I think that is okay. Now you can see that this side, there are nothing there. and I'm still seeing dash, 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 dash. That dash means that it's 0. So I want to input a formula that if there's nothing there, I want the cell to be blank. Until I put a number there should be nothing in the cell. So I'll come to the formula here and I'll use the if function. So if, press the tab key. So if the logical test is the formula. So if G17 times H17, in other words, if the unit price times the quantity is equal to 0, comma, if the value is true, what do you want to see? I want to see blank. So when you want to see blank, you just put in 2 quotation marks, the double ones. But if it's not true, I want to see James 17 times. So I'll just copy this formula and I'll put it here. I'll put it here. So what I'm trying to tell Excel is that if the answer is equal to 0, then I want to see blank. I don't want to see anything. But if it's not equal to 0, I want to see the actual figure there. And I press enter. Then I copy the formula. So you realize that they are now gone. So let's say I go and buy, let's say, a cloth. Let me highlight all this side too. A cloth. Then let's say it's GTP, the description. And I bought 5 yards. Then each yard is 100 cedis. You realize another amount comes there. So an amount will only come there when there's a description and there's a calculation, there's a unit price and a quantity. But if there's no calculation, nothing will be there. So that's it. I think we are good to go here. Now what we have to do now is adjust the width of the cell so that all this information will come within the line. Otherwise, when we print it, look at it carefully. When I press Ctrl plus P, you see the print preview. You see that the unit price is showing, but the total price is not showing. Yeah, so we have to adjust our column width. So let's do that. So let me adjust the E. Then the B, let me adjust the width small for the B. We keep adjusting so that they all fall within. Yeah, that's it. So I think they are now all within the line. So let's press Ctrl plus P. So you see they are now all within the line. Now let's create a border, a thick border around it. So I want to create a thick border around it. So you come here, select from this side, that page alone. Then go to this side. The borders, go to thick borders. So there will be thick borders around it. I think this one has come outside the line. So let me delete one cell so it goes within the lines. So the line serves as a guide. So look at Ctrl plus V now. You can see there's now a thick border around it. Okay. Now let me add I have a signature here. I copied here. So I put in a signature here. So this is my signature. I'll copy the signature. Then I'll paste it. And I'll paste it here. You get it? So that's my signature. I can also increase this invoice thing so that it becomes a little bit big here. Yeah, so increase the size. Yeah, I think this should be fine for me. Let's place it here. I have to increase this one also. Yeah, I think that's fine. And the last thing I will do here is I'll take off these grid lines. You see these faint lines that you see in the cell. I want to take it off. So what do I come? I go to view. You can see grid lines. Take it off. You can see they are now gone. There are no lines there. Then press Ctrl plus P. And this is how your invoice is going to be like. You just issue the printout. If you want to save as PDF also, you come to export. Then come to create PDF. Then click on this side. Then you are good to go. Then you get a PDF file or a soft copy of your template. So that's the end of our lesson. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. If there's anything that you want me to teach you on, you can give me or you can inform me in the comment section. Thank you very much. Let's see you next time.